name is Sally and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about writing on the Duolingo English test. I have another video about writing on this channel, but I'm still getting some questions. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the writing section, and then I'm going to go through a prompt and talk about my answer, and then I'll give you a couple of other examples of prompts with answers. All right, let's get to it. I've gotten several questions comparing this test to the IELTS test. So first of all, I want you to think about the IELTS test. If you've been preparing for the IELTS test, you know that there are 2 writing tasks and that you have an hour to complete them. This test, the Duolingo English test, gives you 3 to 5 minutes to respond. So therefore, you can see right away that the requirements are going to be different. The Duolingo English test is a very general English test. It's really looking for whether or not you can write in a clear and comprehensible way. So that's why I like to focus on making the response as simple as possible. I like to restate the question as my topic sentence because I don't have to think about it. I'll show you a few techniques for that. But when you're taking the test and you see that timer counting down and you have a prompt that maybe you have no idea how to answer or what to say about it, you're trying to make up your story and you're trying to come up with what to say, the last thing you want to do is spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to write a topic sentence. So that's why I focus on the simple topic sentences. I use the guiding questions to inform my organization, and then I come up with a concluding statement. I think it's the easiest way to do this.
Let's take a look at a sample prompt, and let's focus on the topic sentence. I'm going to show you a few methods to come up with a simple topic sentence. The first method is to change the word order. The second way is to use synonyms. And the third way is to change the sentence from active to passive or from passive to active. So we'll take an example prompt and look at an example of each. Here's the prompt that we will work with. What is a decision that changed your life? Knowing what you know now, would you make the same choice? And what do you think would have happened if you had made a different decision? So this prompt has several guiding questions along with it. Let's make a topic sentence. This question is in multiple parts, so we want to make sure we isolate that first question, the main question for our topic sentence. And so that question is, what is a decision that changed your life? My first example is to reword the question. This method is pretty straightforward. Sometimes all you have to think about is the grammar. If my question is, what is a decision that changed your life? My response will be, a decision that changed my life is. This method is very simple. You're certain to answer the question that is being asked, and as long as you have the structure correct, you're ready to start writing immediately without a whole lot of thought. My second example is to use a synonym. This is a great way to show vocabulary range. My sample sentence is again, what is a decision that changed your life? And I'm just using synonyms. A decision that altered my life path is. I like this method of writing a topic sentence because just like in using the rewording, it doesn't take a lot of time to think about, and Duolingo gives you a very short amount of time. My third example is going to be to change a sentence from active to passive or from passive to active. So again, I have the same question. What is a decision that changed your life? I go to active. I changed my life through one simple choice. If you're not familiar with active or passive voice, It's not something you have to worry about for this test. It's just one example of a way to change your sentence forms or to rewrite your statement for a topic sentence. Once you've written the topic sentence, you want to go back and take a look at the question again and see if there are guiding questions. This prompt has several. Knowing what you know now, would you make the same choice? What do you think would have happened if you'd made a different decision? And I always like to end any kind of paragraph with a concluding sentence. So let's take a look at what I wrote. This is the type of response that I would write for this type of question. You can pause this video to read this response. Notice that there is a topic sentence and a concluding sentence and an answer to each of the guiding questions. Now I'm going to give you a couple of sample prompts. You can look at the prompt and pause the video to give your response, and then read mine. Sometimes a writing prompt will not have guiding questions. In this case, your organization will be based on your argument. For this particular response, I decided to talk about why they are important, but why other people would think they're not important. And my organization is based around this strategy. You can pause the video to read my response. Here is another example of a writing prompt with guiding questions. Pause the video to answer it yourself. Looking back at this response, it seems very long to me. Remember, you do not have to write this much. Write this much if you can, but if you can't, focus on your individual strengths.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.